can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. I've cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. I've cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. Oh, I'ma cry away. I've cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My but my heart can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. And what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls. And y'all know we got Music Monday as well, which Music Monday, y'all did y'all thing, man. Views look pretty nice on that one. It looked like we had a good turnout and active chat on that. So hopefully have another one for the Sold Out Live. Very interesting topics. Normally this would be the time where I introduce dunks, but of course I'm gonna go ahead and do my own self-introduction right now. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and yeah, man, tonight's topic. Salutes to Dunk though. He is actually working overtime, so Dunk is getting to this money. He actually texted me, like, I want to say roughly 30 minutes to an hour ago to let me know already what's up. So, salutes to Dunks. Hopefully, he catches the playback and hopefully give his thoughts if he hops in the chat for sure. Tonight's topic. Nike is suing the shoe surgeon for allegedly $60 million plus. Wow. Nike's not playing any games this year. You know what I'm saying? And I could think of several reasons why. We know they've had to make cuts. They're tightening up, you know, with the new VP and we can go down a rabbit hole forever on this one. You know, we've been kind of keeping track of this as probably sneakerheads. At least I can say I have. It already originally started when the previous VP, Sun, got caught up on all that little scam situation where she resigned and it kind of just went away, and we never seen any following up situations of what happened after that. Now I'm assuming they just asked her to resign nicely and we'll call it good, you know, or we'll take, you know, it is what it is, because technically I don't think they were supposed to use the company credit card to buy their own product to sell it for their use. So it's like a win-win, because if I'm not mistaken how credit card company stuff work, and I don't know and I don't work there allegedly, but I'm assuming, like, I had worked at a place where you get a travel card, but you're only supposed to use it for travel purposes. And if you used it for anything other than that, even if you were going to pay it back yourself, you were not allowed to use it. It's only whenever you're on official travel, and you can only use it for stuff then, and they will check. Trust me, that when that stuff hit, it hit the company, the top dog notice, like, okay, what the hell going on? That's probably why I got that investigation. Now that video that came out where the Sun kind of exposed it even further, which I don't think that was his intentions, that just put the icing on the cake. So we're going to be covering pretty much the shoe surgeon lawsuit. Nike's, at this point, you may be asking, who has Nike not sued, right? And we'll just leave it at that. And then VF Corp just sold Supreme for $1.5 billion. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they not just sell to some other company and now another company's bought them? Supreme hasn't been hot, in my opinion, right? Allegedly, probably since 2018, 2019. I think their peak was probably probably anywhere from 2015 to 2017 is when they were on like that heavy, like no matter what they drop, it was just crazy. But now, not so much. and we can blame the economy again. I I will tell on myself too. I watch a lot of news in general, not just sneaker news, but like I don't know. Ever since the whole thing that happened in 2020, and I can't say what it is for YouTube purposes, I literally started watching the news, making it a part of my regular routine. And I don't, some people call me the old man, and I can accept that. But yeah, we'll see what this is because I'm very curious if that was a loss for the company or not. So I definitely got some articles up, and then we'll talk upcoming releases. So, only trying to be on this story for like an hour, so we'll see how things go from there. Let me see what we got in the chat real quick. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. And hopefully y'all been enjoying the content of how I'm kind of breaking down the lies. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Let's see, we got Kwame in the building, says, yo, what's good? What up, Kwame? What up? Let's see, Rivero says, let's get it. Got you. What's up, homie? Y'all smash that like button. I saw you commenting on one of the videos, too, because you definitely said that the Supreme joint. Salutes to Divine. He broke the story in the Sold Out Discord. Shameless plug, right? If I haven't said that already, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free. It is literally free to sign up. I'm not charging you guys a dime just to pretty much stay working together and communicate amongst other ones that literally have the same interests as you. And we joke over there a little bit. And, some drops I found out through the Discord, some I put in there myself. We just build them back. I guess you can say like an OG, like Nike Talk platform, basically, is what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Work together. You know what I'm saying? We get a few bad eggs every now and then, but, they go away. Let me hit the chat again. Let's see. Kwame says, Dunce get that paper. Most definitely. He said it's overtime. So I'm assuming that's probably what he was doing on Monday, most likely on Tuesday. So yeah, I bet you that check looking really nice. But I ain't count nobody pockets though. I'm really not. Kwame says, Supreme not hype like that anymore, but I still rock with him. This is true. The question I guess I should propose, can this company that's bought them bring them back? And we'll probably start with Supreme stuff first and then transition into the Nike stuff because the Sue Surgeon, I want to keep this in mind too because I definitely want to spend the last like 30 minutes of the live going through that. And not that we had a disagreement in the Discord, Kwame, or anything like that, but I think we're just both curious, like, bro, like, because keep in mind he got a lawsuit with Gucci. Gucci's on that too. I'm going to say this. He not beating both. I know that. Allegedly, in my opinion, let me word it differently. If he beats Bo, that man is truly blessed. But there is some gray area between what he's doing, But is it the confusion is probably going to be the gray area where I have a feeling it's going to be one of those. If they take it to trial, Nike and Gucci will probably do better considering think about it. These companies, Nike, we know is worth hundreds of billions, and Gucci's probably in the high billions, or at least like a strong Billy, Sue Surgeon may be sitting on millions, but also when you hire legal representation, they're going to know that, and they're going to charge that premium price, especially when you're going up such big companies like Nike and pretty much Gucci. Now, if you think about it, only company that really hasn't settled. Think about all the other the companies that tried, the little guys that tried to go up against Nike lost, and then the bigger company to date that's probably been able to hang with them and is still kind of like staggering. Because keep in mind, Nike has sued, to the best of my knowledge, New Balance, Skechers, and Adidas for copying some type of technology that's supposed to be patented, right? So we'll bring that in perspective. That one's going to be a while because they got the money to hang a little bit. And then also you got to think about, we could probably do a live alone on how many lawsuits that Nike has thrown out in the last, let's just say, couple years. We ain't got to take it back from day one. We can take it back a couple years. Keep in mind, StockX is another one that was worth the good billies too. And that hasn't been fully settled because obviously they got the money to stretch it out a little bit longer to fight with Nike a little bit. And also, one thing that'll let you know why, to me, in my opinion, allegedly, I don't know what's going to happen with the StockX case, because remember, we ain't heard nothing in a while. For real, I did an update on it just questioning it, but we haven't heard nothing from them in a while. But they got billions. But I will say this. One of the things that let me know Nike them may have a slight advantage is because they simply StockX used to be 100% guaranteed or 100% authentic, without a doubt. That used to be their stuff. Like I think eBay does that too. They got the 100% authentic, but not many use the authentic term anymore. Not even GOAT to keep it 100. You got to dig deep for that authenticity verbiage. And it's still like you can tell it's written for loophole purposes, in my opinion, allegedly. But StockX went from 100% authentic to StockX verified. Like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? It's just like me. It's like I can say, all right, cool, we're going to have it sold out verified. Which, cool, we got good reputation, but, taking that to court is like, he said his stuff is authentic. No, Your Honor, we said it was sold out verified. And they probably going to be throwing it out, But we'll see how that goes for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to definitely touch. I think I'm going to start with the Supreme joint first. Got several articles up on this one. I think I'm going to start because I got several articles. So we'll see how this goes. And I'll definitely want to see what the math is to make sure if it's even like worth the investment still, Let me hit the chat again real quick. It says, Rivero says, it was a $500K loss for purchase priced by VF. I think I see that up on the screen. So I'm going to share my screen here in like 5 seconds. Rivero says, Bape lawsuit was definitely interesting. It was years long. Yeah. According to Nike, they were, it just took them a minute. They wasn't consistent, which I would say like even still, they still had enough noise over there talking. They didn't. It's to that VP change, if we're going to keep it real. Kwame says, this lawsuit definitely going to be interesting in my opinion. It's not illegal, but we see. Yeah. This is my thing is, I think what he's doing, he's got a gray area, but at the same time, how many people's thinking like, we know the difference that, hey, this ain't actual Nike shoe. This is the Shoe Surgeon custom with his logo. That's another thing too. He's putting his logo on there too, because that's what he may be thinking too. Putting his logo on the tongue or somewhere on the shoe is enough to make it his. Like how we can take it back to Warren Lotus, where he used the Nike check technically, but it was considered a hockey stick. Pause. And that one didn't go so great either. And I know what you're saying, like he's taking the shoe apart, reconstructing it, and using their materials, but putting it, making it cool. I think a custom's okay for I think it's the money game here, If like you, me, and I hook the Discord up, then yeah, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you when I'm saying this, Nike's to the point where whatever, because think about it, their sales are not where they want them to be. Yeah, it's only 4%, I think, and it's dropped tremendously even after that. They're trying to seal in every hole they can. So if you think about it, they've been doing that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere that's costing them money that's supposed to be coming to them, they want it. I'm going to say it nicely. Nike getting it back in blood, period. And I'm not trying to defend him because I don't think what he's doing is technically wrong, but I can see where Nike them have an argument, But again, I'm no judge and I'm no attorney, Let's see. Slayer in the building says, what's Gucci, my sneaker people? Fire. What up, Slayer? Let's see. Kwame says, what up, Slayer? Kwame says, I remember Trevor Andrew used all Gucci design and instead of getting sued, he got hired. I think that was also with, what's the one dude that be doing that? He's been doing it with the Gucci's and the Louis Vuittons. Dapper Dan. I think he eventually, the company just brought him on. Like, what he's doing is cool. And I think they did go after him, but what the settlement was, that he could keep doing what he's doing. Like, I think they settled out of court. He could keep doing what he's doing, but they get a percentage of the sales. So, yeah, it can happen. It can definitely happen. We've seen it happen. And again, that's alleged. Don't quote me on that. That's what the rumor is. I don't know if it's true. But let me share my screen for this VF Corp sells Supreme to Esoro Lascara. I'm probably pronouncing that all the way. I'm just going to call it EL for $600 million loss. So let me share my screen real quick. Boom. My bad for the people who can probably, I know that's not my typical language, so that's probably why I'm jacking it up. But y'all should be seeing my screen right now. We're gonna go start with this one, and then we'll transition into the pretty much the Nike and Sue Surgeon lawsuit. Keep in mind he got two. Keep in mind he got two lawsuits. Not cheap, because you're not going against. It's not like these. I'm gonna put it this way. Their lawyers that Gucci and Nike's hired, they're not working on whether they win the case or not. You know what I'm saying? Like pro bono, where if you get somebody to take on this case where, hey, if you win, we're going to cut you in on percentage of this, that. It's not one of those. These guys are in it out to win it, as they should be. We got Ash in the building. Says, sup, bro? What up, Ash? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. Rivero says, Lucica, and I'm probably jacking it up for short, says they're a sunglass and glass fame company monopoly. I think I also read somewhere that it's the company that makes Ray-Bans, like the shades. I got a pair of Ray-Ban glasses, for real. Ray-Ban used to be that brand, and maybe still is. I just don't be in the glasses / shade wear anymore. But yeah, I definitely had a pair of Ray-Ban shades Ray-Ban shades. I know I had, and I had the glasses. Hell, I know for a fact I got Gucci glasses too, like the shades. But yeah, they are the company apparently that's that sunglass company. From what I got from it, says they're effing huge. That's what Rivera says. Let's see. Kwame says, I forgot the other one. Just remember the Gucci ghost stuff. Okay, got you. Rivera says, yep, they own a ton of luxury brands. Okay, makes sense. But can they turn around? The question I guess we should ask, can they make Supreme profitable, and bring it back? Because obviously this is the third time Supreme's being sold, right? Clearly it's money made, but it's not worth like what they probably put into it. It's just like if you buy something and then it depreciates in value, like people used to think shoes was, but actually a lot of them do go up over time. Is it go up over time to make your money back for what you paid for them? If you got them for retail, maybe so, but I just never understood the $40 and $50 profit, which is cool, but you're not getting your money back and then some. Granted, we did see that peak on the resale side of things where it did do that. But let me get through this article and then we'll go from there. It says VA Corp sells Supreme to, I'm just going to say EL for a $600 million loss. So let's cover this article real quick and then we'll transition on to the Sue Surgeon and Gucci joint. So it says, just 4 years after acquiring Supreme, VA Corporation announced the sale of Supreme to EL for $1.5 billion in cash. Sheesh. This company definitely getting bread, because a lot of people side note, if they say they're worth billions and this, that, and the third, it's usually because of what they got their hands on. Yes, they're making great money, but usually nobody's sitting on $1 billion in cash. And ain't no telling what they got rid of or did just to get that $1.5 billion in cash. Says this deal marks a significant transition for Supreme, a brand that has defined and dominated the streetwear landscape for decades. What is the latest craze like street brand right now? Because I haven't been like under a rock, I guess. Says VA Corp acquired Supreme in 2020 for a healthy $2.1 billion and has decided to part ways with iconic brand. Despite the considerable price drop, Supreme remains financially robust, continuing its expansion and maintaining a solid market presence. Under VA Corp's ownership, Supreme ventured into new markets, particularly China and South Korea, but did have trouble meeting expectations set by the VF Corp. So there you go right there. So there's that decline sign, which I should have probably put this on the thumbnail, which I didn't see this at the time. Ironically, sometimes if you're looking at stuff like, man, you could have did this and a third, and I could possibly change it after the live. Let me in the chat. Rivero says, you should look up VF's cash revenues to debt ratio. It's honestly laughable. Wow. I may do that because it's going to be definitely interesting, I'm sure, if you're saying it's laughable. Let's see. Bracken Darrell, president and CEO of VF Corp, explained the rationale behind the sale. Given the brand's distinct business model and via VF integrated model, our strategic portfolio review concluded there are limited synergies between Supreme and VF, making a sale natural next step. He further emphasized that the transaction would support VF's long-term growth strategy and financial stability, allowing for more balanced debt levels and increased flexibility. So, I mean, it's obviously they had a set goal when they acquired Supreme, and I guess what I'm getting from it, it didn't get met. And now EL's finna come in here, a global titan in the optical industry, which I'm assuming that's the glass and eyewear, sees Supreme as a perfect addition to its diverse brand portfolio. Francesco Marley, chairman and CEO, and Paul Du Salent, deputy CEO, expressed their enthusiasm. And this is a quote right here that I'm reading. It says, "We see an incredible opportunity in bringing an iconic brand like Supreme into our company. It's perfectly aligns with an innovation and development journey, offering us a direct connection to new audiences, languages, and creativity." So there you go. So it looks like they're going to try to revamp the company, which I would say this, if they're going to revamp it, they should just take it back to the roots, stuff that we're looking for. Drop more box tees, Supreme box logo tees, but I'm going to be careful with it. But my thing is this, I was thinking earlier when I was creating the live title, if I was to acquire Supreme, one of the things that they could bring back, like, to be honest, they could switch up the stuff. Like, one thing about Supreme stuff, it runs big to me. Pause. Like, their stuff is baggy. And you could get a more, I guess you can say, standard fit where it's not too tight, but it's not too baggy. Switch it up a little bit, bring in a more up-to-date tech, like clothing, like style, you know? I would like to see a nice jogger fit is what I was thinking earlier. They could do a box logo hoodie joint that's going to go crazy. And then on the jogger fit, they can keep it simple. Put their little logo at the bottom left of the thigh joint, not like where the knee is, but like enough just where it's noticeable when you got the hoodie on, but you can still see the other brand and see that you got on a matching fit. Drop that in the black and red. Hit us with a navy and red, and then a gray and red joint. Like, if that do come out, I want my credit too. By the way, I need a percentage. But I'm just saying, like, it can be done. So, but that's just one idea that came to me, right? I'm just like, their stuff is, and then of course keep the unique stuff like that we're used, like the basketball hoop joint. I think they've done a pinball machine joint before. That's cool, but you know, like that stuff, keep it like stuff that is still reachable. Some of that stuff is a little too much, you know, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. It says EL's strategy is preserving Supreme's unique brand identity and operational model. Supreme will continue to function astronomically until EL's portfolio benefiting from the group's artistic expertise and capabilities. This approach ensures Supreme remains its distance edge and continues to appeal to its dedicated fan base. So, looks like they got a plan. And I mean, and if they own all these other companies, they can hold it for a while, you know, before if it gets sold again. Slayer says, Supreme gotta hire my guy Polo. See, don't that sound like a dope fit? And then even if you can, and they already do beanies already, right? Hit you with a beanie joint with it. Bro, I swear to God, I would rock that joint. That's what they need. That's what we need, low key, for real, for real. Like, it would nice to see, like, the slim it down a little bit. They can, we only want a zip up option. I want a pullover joint. I was gonna say they could do a zip up, because I prefer the zip ups, but don't do the zip ups. Do your box logo tee joint, like I just showed you for the hoodie. Hit it with the jogger joint, the logo on the, like, right above the thigh joint, where you can see both of them when you rocking a fit. Hit us with a Supreme box logo hoodie that you can fold up, beanie joint. Hit us with a beanie. That's what I mean. Hit us with a beanie. Yo, that'll be the, like, winter fit, fall fit. That's all you gonna see. Low key, like, and restock that joint, like, and all they gotta do is restock that joint like 2 different times. So it's gonna sell out the first time. Then hit us again like in December to get us, like, hit us like probably like October-ish. And then, like, that's when it started kind of like get suspect outside where you need to make a decision what you finna wear. And then like hit us again in like December to close out for January the rest of the winter, dog. Why not? You know, it says, especially with the fall/winter. Thank you. You read my mind. You're reading my mind. Cause I wasn't even looking at the chat until I said that. That would be a dope fit, man. Definitely could switch it up even with some colors and stuff. And then just imagine too, if they do like a collab with it, like get another person, cause they do collabs too. Make them a fit, but make sure you put your Supreme logo somewhere that's like noticeable, where it's not OD, but it's just subtle. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see it. I think they can do it. It can be revamped. And Supreme probably should have been revamped a long time ago if we're going to keep it 100. It says, James, the founder of Supreme, sees the acquisition as a positive step towards the brand's future. Says, in EL, we have a unique partner that understands that we are at our best when we stay true to the brand and continue to operate and grow as we have for the past 30 years. Let's see, James commented, this partner is promising to keep Supreme's core values and operational integrity intact while setting the stage for the future growth and innovation. So basically, I'm assuming the guy, they're going to own it, but they're still going to let the founder and them still do their thing. Because obviously they need an investor, and it's probably what this is. And they're still going to stay true to the brand. But that innovation and growth, you should definitely take that in consideration of what I recommended. You know what I'm saying? Again, hey, give me like 10% of the sales. We'll call it good. I know it ain't going to happen, but it'll be nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's too much to ask for. Let's see. Kwame says, for real, I'd rock that full suit. Thank you. That's a dope, though. Dog, I would love to. If I'm just saying it right now, if it happens, no, I'm not going to take legal action and go crazy. But I swear to I ain't gonna do no, like, I swear, yo, I'm gonna be like, I want my credit. I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna pull this percentage, this certain section of the live. I'm like, yo, if we see that fit with the thing about a nice like beanie joint, that's gonna go hard on its own. You got a pullover joint. They hit us with, I told you, the black and red. Think about it. How many black and red shoes do Jordan Brand throw us with? Cool. We got options. You know what I'm saying? And then you hit us with a gray and red. We got options because Nike's hit us with that. And then if you think, then you hit us with the navy and red joint. We got options. Like I'm saying, like that's very versatile. And like I said, that gray is supposed to be universal, and so is the black. Now the navy, you may have to put a little bit more thought into it, but you could definitely pull it off. You know? It says, as Supreme embarks on the new journey, fans and industry watchers alike will be keen to see how this iconic brand evolves and continues to influence global fashion trends. Subject to customary closing conditions and regulatory approvals, the transaction is expected to close by the end of 2024. And it says pretty much download you know what for more updates on the latest happenings in the streetwear brand. So pretty much there you go. That pretty much put it right in a nutshell right here. So this is the company right here. I try to pronounce the name, but I know I butchered it like I don't know what, right? But yeah, they're definitely a giant eyewear company. And like I said, I read somewhere where they own Ray-Bans. So I'm just trying to see if I could have found that joint right. I think it was this right here. Maybe this is one that says like the chairman it says boom, boom, boom. I was just trying to see if I could find, because somewhere I glanced at this and I'm like, they own like Ray-Ban, like, so yeah. And then of course they already know the V Corp is planning to selling brands in their large portfolio, so they're gonna plan on selling Vans too. I'm glad I looked through this real quick. So if they're selling the Supreme, because keep in mind, I thought they got Vans under there and North Face. Do you think they're gonna sell them? I feel like they might as well let the North Face can sell itself, but they've done so many North Face and Supreme collabs. They might as well keep at that too, just kind of clean it up a little bit. Actually, the North Face collaborations actually been pretty banger. Taxing, but pretty banger. You know what I'm saying? I think they did some with Vans too, but North Face, I think they should do a Supreme one, let that shine on its own. You know what I'm saying? Then especially, they've been doing little collabs with Nike. They had little Nike shoes every now and then too. It would be nice to see them get a Nike fit off. You know, where now that would be, I guess because it's harder, because Nike logo stands out superior like no other. No disrespect to North Face them, so it would definitely be a different type of like goal, but it can be done. Kwame says that North Face Supreme jackets fire though. They is super fire. I be wanting one, but they taxing like. But the ones I seen like they be fire, so they might as well let that be a part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Rivero says, although Vans has been doing poor for years, Vans has been. I used to rock Vans back in the day when I skate, man. They were doing their thing. I think the problem with like Vans and other skateboard companies, off mode but on mode, skateboarding just not on a level of what it once was. Or they took it to it. I'm not saying they don't skate hard and go just as hard and got better moves. It's just that I don't think a lot of people watch it as much as they used to. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. They still go hard and do all the crazy tricks, and I respect those guys. But I don't. I've also seen it somewhere floating around where a lot of the professional skaters are working regular jobs as well. You know, the economy right now is just not the best, and that's the best way I can just describe it. Says it's already known that the VF Corp was planning on selling the brands and their large portfolio, which include Vans and the North Face. Although this is the first time Supreme has been mentioned in the conversation, however, it doesn't come as a big surprise for those in the know, as Supreme cultural quiche has waned since being taken over. It was back in 2017 when the Kali Group invested $1 billion into the business, doubling their money 3 years later in the VF Corp deal. Supreme has also sat at the peak of the streetwear scene, boasting at the attitude of being too cool and exclusive to fail. It was through these sales that the NY brand hold on to youth and streetwear culture was questioned, especially as they be under corporate ownership and focus on growth. One investment banker told WWD that the brand got too big to continue to be cool. I could probably see that. Like, it gets to the point where they was doing a little bit too much. But like anything, right, there always going to be a cap on things. And I just feel like they hit that wall. No different from a music artist whenever they just peak out where it's like, you know, they gave us their best, but, you know, we don't got too used to it. I think we can put Nike in that category too. They just happen to be worth more, you know. We get tired of seeing the same old, like, because what happens is, and I'm guilty of this doing YouTube. All the YouTubers are, anybody who makes content or anything that we get used to just seeing the same thing over, where it's like, man, they just changing the colors now. We'll buy it later. You know, not that we don't like it, but it's like, you know what? I'm looking for that next new thing. So innovation is probably a big step they're going to really focus on. Like, I gave them a good idea that I think we would like to see, but they still got, it's hard to stay consistent and at the top, and nobody stays at the tip top that long. Nike has, but even Nike has had people reach up to their level. Not nowhere near their level, but they, you know, Nike them can see what they're doing, you know, where they got to make sure they step their game up. They've had competition. Kwame says Vans do some cool collabs, but they hype came in waves. Yeah, true. They definitely did. I haven't had a pair of Vans in like, bro, had to be like high school. I ain't had a pair of Vans since high school, bro. Them joints went hard though. Let's see. Supreme is still ran by the founder James and continues to be the fashion industry tour de force, but in recent years, they've experienced some speed bumps on their way to the global denomination. Says under VF leadership, Supreme aren't the golden child and have to navigate around corporate structure since they are part of a larger catalog of brands. Despite the corporation's knack for supply chain and management in 2022, Supreme experienced some issues on the front, leading that their business being uneven that year. In 2023, Supreme also hired Tremaine Elroy, which I remember that's the guy that make the denim tier stuff. Remember he had the issue, but they hired him and he bounced. I want to say if it wasn't this year, it was last year. He bounced, but he was over there at Supreme, which I think that was a good fit. But at the same time, his branding and stuff was unique. He says at the brand's creative director who left in August, So he left in August of last year over semantic racial issues that the brand has denied. Despite the negative headlines, Supreme has continued to bluster their global growth, opening new successful brick and mortar stores in Seoul and Shanghai, which, yeah, most definitely. I think that's Japan. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to read this last little part of the article, and then we're going to transition into the Nike and shoe surgeon situation. You know what I'm saying? VF Corporation is a giant in the fashion sphere and owns a plethora of brands like Vans, the North Face, Timberland, and Dickies, and among Supreme. So I guess right now it's just they're letting Supreme off the hook. But I feel like if they got to let Supreme go, they should let North Face go over there with them. You know? But who's to say they still can't collab? Because I think the guy is still going to be over it somewhat. Says, over the years, VF have been known to sell brands that didn't fit their wider vision, namely Wrangler. Yeah, they had the Wrangler jeans. I remember that, yeah. And Lee in 2019. I had a pair of Wranglers before and some Lees. Of course I did when I was in school when my parents had to buy my stuff. Hey, them joints hit though, low key. They wasn't the best, but we made them work. Says, it's currently unclear if Supreme sale will actually go ahead, but CEO Bracken Darrell is currently looking at trimming the VF portfolio, which could include the NY streetwear staple, Stay Locked. So it's supposed to be completed by this year, but, you know, things could change, too. So you just got to keep it locked in on this joint. So we'll see how that goes. And, I'm not going to read through this article, but Supreme's definitely been quiet for quite some time, man. So let's transition to Nike sues the shoe surgeon for more than $60 million. Sheesh, that's a lot of bread. And I'm assuming whatever, they probably got a rough estimate of what homie made, and they usually double it. That's what I usually get from it. So this is a shoe surgeon guy. Now, me and Kwame have been saying, like, you know, this is a real gray area. Like, he's using authentic materials and doing it. It would be crazy if, and I saw somebody put this in a Discord too, where they settle out of court and hire homie. I mean, because clearly, but also, if they hire him, is he really creative though? Because let me think about this. Yes, what he does is fire. Yes, it's customs. Yes, it's clean. And he's taught classes on it. But he would have to get the approval to work with the other brands and stuff too. Because, you know, he's taking like certain shoes and wrap it with Gucci and do all this. Like, that's still going to put Nike in a gray area. So that's not really, you know what I'm saying? Nike already got the silhouette and the setup. You wrapping it up and certain materials that's really another company's, that ain't gonna fly, dog. That's not gonna fly, and that's kind of what he's been doing. Like, and I'm gonna pull up his site to see what we got up. Hold on, you know what? I want to pull up the shoe surgeon site before we get like too deep into this. Hold on, let me get to the main screen. Give me like 2 seconds. I want to pull up his freaking site, the shoe surgeon. I know he has a website. I don't know if he, since the lawsuit, has he's taken it down or what, but I'm very curious if he still has some stuff up. So we can go over there. I think he still has his site up. Let me see. Shop. Let's see. We're gonna see what he, I want to see something really, really like to show you what I mean. For a good example, like, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Boom, right here. This is the stuff he's got for sale. This is a New Balance. Is this a collab with New Balance, or is he swapped it up because he's done certain things to it? Because basically, you know what this is. This is like Nike Lobster, you know, like the Nike SB Dunk Lobster, the yellow joint. Now he put it on a New Balance. So, yeah, but he's selling it. Is that okay? Like, I guess yes, but I mean, like, that's New Balance shoe that he owned, I'm assuming. But the Lobster concept, Nike owns that. Can you do that? That's still a gray area, though. It says, it's all about the fit, not the brand. Let's see. Slayer says, still wearing my Wranglers to the club. Hey, I feel you. But yeah. And then you see he's got the Birkenstock joints, which now he just put his branding on it, which I think that's probably okay. But like, Gucci's not flying with this. They don't like to, this is not their stuff, but he's using their real material. I'm very curious how it's going to plan out. Because I think he had other, you know what's funny? Yesterday, or when I saw this floating around, he had Jordans up on the site. he had Jordans and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't just have like who's not suing him because these are Adidas, but he got his logo on it. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess is what it is. I'm gonna say this: if Nike wins, the other brands will follow. Cause keep in mind, Gucci hit him, and now Nike's hit him. Like this isn't a real Gucci bag, but it's Gucci material. You know, it's a pyramid bag, but he wrapped it in the Gucci material. Gucci's not flying with that, and I think we've already covered that on the live too, not too long ago actually. So this man is not doing a thing about it. He has, let's see, accessories and apparel. Yeah, so he got stuff where, you know, it's like he's doing stuff right. But yeah, then he's got the academy where you can sign up, view classes. I'm very curious how much homie charged. But this is stuff right here too. If you look at this, this is what Nike's not. Look at this. He does a custom and it's a backwards Nike check, but now you know where that came from, and it's got an off-white hit to it. Oh hell no. Nike, like it's all. Let's just keep it 100. The man's been doing it for years. Nike wait till it reaches a certain, like Nike's cleaning house, and they're going out, and that's what it is too. Cause they wasn't dude's been doing this for how long, and he can do this joint online workshops. I wonder how much money homie getting. So I'm assuming if this joint is 60, homie's got to be getting like, look, he provides all the tools. Look at all this. To be honest, let's keep it 100. If he has a list of what you'll get, you can go to the like hardware store and get all this yourself. Like shoemaking kit, like you can go get all this yourself. Like hammer, safety brewer, like yeah. What I would do, because I just like he want 200, I would just go look up all this stuff individually and see how much I would come out spending. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm assuming is probably around that price, but a little extra because he did the homework for you. I would hope. You know what I'm saying? So he's got the lasting board. He got everything on here he's selling. This is the mold right here, the cuts, the patterns. Wow. So it's crazy. I wouldn't even, my thing is I would have kept just custom. I would never told people how I did it. So it says choose how you learn. 3-hour workshops on 3-day classes. So yeah, it's really quick to show people how to do it. So, and this is the thing right here, like, you can, man, I wanted to just see if I could see the Air Force One that he has on here. I'm not going to play the video because I do not. Last time I did that, it was an issue on the live. I had to cut that segment out, but it's all good. But, yeah, homie's doing stuff on here. I don't know. It's definitely a great area, but I guess we'll see how Nike takes his joint. Let me read through this article, and then we'll wrap things up here for the last, 10 minutes, talk upcoming releases. So it's in a landmark case that has likely been years in the making, which, there we go. Like I said, Nike most likely just sitting back and keep eating, homie. Trust me, whenever you get full, we coming to collect. It says, Nike has initiated a lawsuit against Dominic Carbone, says better known as the shoe surgeon, for over $60 million. Additionally, Nike is asking that the shoe surgeon cease all sales and creation of products that infringe on more than 30 of Nike trademarks. Not sounding good for him. Now, this is my thing with this too. Homie, I think they sent several cease and desist, which basically means, hey, stop doing it. And there's so many words from what I get, and again, I'm no lawyer, but basically when they send several cease and desist, which I've heard, and they do this to all of them, not just him. They did it with Cool Kai, they did it with Army. They send them, hey, stop it, we'll call it good. But the guys were like, no, I'm not gonna. They don't want to let go of that bag. And I get it, but it's really technically their bag. What you want to do? You want to go ahead and go out honestly, this is my thing. If I was to do it, which I'm not going to, ironically, when we was working on the sold out merch, Dunks had some very great ideas, and I've said this time and time again, but they were going to sell because it looks like it was a Nike product. And then also, it looked like it was a Nike product or a Jordan product. Then the sad part is, one of them, he had it a certain way where it looks like we were damn near disrespecting Nike brand. Like he sees it now, looking back on it, he's like, man, I'm glad we really thought that one through. I'm like, bro, because we would have definitely had one of those trademark infringement because it would look like it was their shit. And I'm like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's dope, but you can't do that. Because my thing is, that's what everybody else is doing. You can't do that. And this is where that gray area comes in. So let me read this real quick. It says, renowned for his bespoke sneaker creations and customizations, the shoe surgeon has collaborated with Nike and other major brands in the past. The lawsuit also targets his surgeon academy and educational platform, teaching customers how to create custom footwear from scratch. News of the lawsuit was first reported by Sneaker Legal. I don't think you can knock him for making a shoe from scratch. I mean, if you got the stuff, you can do it. I don't think that one's gonna go. Again, I don't know. You know, says Nike's complaint paints the picture of a systematic and blatant infringement. According to the lawsuit, Nike asserts today's defendants are bizarrely in conducting and enriching themselves as if they have the unfiltered right to use Nike's trademark and trade dress. The brand accuses Clemmore, which is basically the shoe surgeon, of modifying and selling large quantities of Nike brand products without authorization. They enter into Nike-focused collaborations with other right holders using Nike's intellectual property. The lawsuit continues. I think what it's going to be, though, is that Nike, like, if he removes the Nike check, it probably like, okay, cool, whose shoe is it really? But just the fact that it still has their logo flat out on it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like somebody like putting our logo on their stuff, and it's like say like we did drop a merch, we drop a T-shirt, and we put the logo where I want to put it, Dunk's putting it where he want to put it. Both were pretty dope, and I actually do have a sample of it. It's super duper dope quality. I just didn't get it produced in bulk because, to be honest, with the way times are, I didn't want to set up a site that I was going to have to pay for monthly and then get the merch here, which wasn't going to be bad, and then just wait for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen, but and then the website you don't just put them up for free. If you're going to run it as a business, you're going to be paying a nice website fee, you know? But yeah, so I can see where that. My thing is this: if they done business with him in the past, it's like Nike obviously already know what he was doing. If I had to guess, let's see where we at real quick. It says the brand accuses the shoe surgeon of read that when it says they enter into the Nike focus collaborations with the right holders using Nike's intellectual property. The lawsuit continues. Let me read through the rest of this joint real quick. It says the allegations extend beyond unauthorized modifications. Nike claims that the shoe surgeon inks digital rights agreements based on the Nike trademarks and sells shoes making kits containing materials and instructions to create bootleg versions of the iconic Nike silhouettes. That's another thing I can just think of too, where it's illegal to be considered to sell fakes, right? They're using the materials and stuff like that, but it's not really a Nike shoe anymore, but you got Nike's branding all over it. Nike, they're not going to win everything they're going for, but there's going to be enough to make his ass think, is it worth the fighting? Because I can see that reading it like that. Again, this is all alleged and opinionated based. I don't know what really going to hell. Who knows? He could probably beat it. I doubt it, but who say he can't beat the case? Because we've seen it where I think it was like Louis Vuitton that sued like Doki and Burke, I believe. You know that like all over pattern joint that LV used, that like monogram joint. Well, I think it's Domi and Burke or somebody like that. They did a DB version all over it, similar to their stuff, which you can tell where they got the inspiration from. But they actually won but they won on a technicality because it was letters. Like LV and DB are two different things. You can put it in whatever pattern you want. So if we was to do like sold out, and like a LV pattern, we gonna be okay because ultimately they can't win because we got more of the lettering on there. But then again, if we went to court, we would probably lose because we ain't got Doki and Burke money to fight LV. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't control the letter situation. That's because that's a common thing. People can read it. You know what I'm saying? But when you come to the name and all that, that's all big difference. So let me read the rest of this article real quick, and then we'll wrap things up with upcoming releases for the rest of the night. Appreciate y'all being active in the chat. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Laura leave off. It says, let's see. They advertise and sell shoemaking kits that contain materials and instructions to make bootleg version of Nike Iconics Air Jordan 1, Air Force 1, Air Jordan 3, and Air Jordan 4 silhouettes, Nike details. Yeah, those they heavy hitters. They drop ones around the clock. Threes come out a lot. Fours is a popular, and Air Force 1, we can go all, we can do a live along on how important that is, how iconic it is. Says one of the most egregious claims involves the shoe surgeon teaching the public how to create fake, and they got this in quote, sneakers. Let's see, defendants even teach the public how to create brand new fake Nike branded shoes from scratch, down to cutting and sewing fake swooshes throughout downloadable classes that cost hundreds of dollars and in-person seminars held in the jurisdiction that cost thousands of dollars to attend. Nike states the lawsuit underscores that the Claiborne is no longer a humble self-taught cobbler. Okay, so I'm assuming they ain't cool no more is what I got from that. So they used to be cool with it, but now it's not. We got Thugger Fundos in the building. Got the hand up. What up, homie? My bad if I read your name wrong. My bad, dog. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out, because we about to wrap things up here. Says Nike lawsuit accuses Claiborne of establishing illicit Nike empire through unauthorized products and in-person classes teaching bespoke customizations of iconic Nike silhouettes like the Jordan 1, Dunks, Air Force 1. These products and classes, which cost thousands of dollars, have never been authorized by Nike. So I get it. You can't really probably make, it's like making a Nike shoe from scratch. It's not. We've said it best, right? And I get where I feel like Nike's gonna get the upper hand on this one is, if Nike, like, this is a thing where people have done videos. This is where I'm going with it, where you got the real versus fake, and they may be slightly subtle, but sometimes we've seen it where the fakes look better than the reals, and we've seen people cut it open and cut both shoes open. Like, look, it's the exact same stuff, guys. You don't have to go crazy on the resale market. But we've also argued, like, I don't want it if it doesn't come from that Nike stamp of approval, like, and that even the stamp we can't really see. But that's what my mind is like. I don't want it if it's not really coming from where it's supposed to be authorized to purchase. So that's what we consider what makes it fake. And to be honest, this is where it comes from. Like, maybe it's okay for him to customize the shoe and sell it on his own. Maybe he gets off on that one. But making a whole Nike shoe deconstructed from scratch, yeah, that one, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you're supposed to do that. You know what I mean? And the modifying of it and still kind of pushing it off causing confusion of where is this a Nike product or not. Now, if you're probably rocking with the shoe surgeon, you should probably already know that this ain't a shoe that Nike produced, but we call it real because he used the same materials they use. I don't think that's going to fly either now that I think about it, because we just did that whole, like, comparison, like real versus fake, and even if they look exactly the same, if it didn't come from Nike, we don't want it, If it didn't come from that or a legit place that's authorized to sell Nike product, we don't want it. Let's see, Thugger says, I'm from Denmark, that's why my name is hard to say. Normally people call me TJ. All right, I'm going to call you TJ, homie. If that's cool, I'm going to call you TJ. Appreciate that. My bad. Let me read the last little part of this article, then we're going to wrap things up here in the next 5 minutes. It says, our goal is to make sure customers are not misled and have... This is a statement from Nike, by the way, everybody. This is Nike's statement, and I really think we're already on the right track here. It says, our goal is to make sure customers are not misled and have access to authentic Nike Inc. products, which is Nike Incorporated products, that are authorized and created according to our high standards with the performance benefits that's expected. It is unfortunate that after many attempts to resolve this matter privately, so I told you, they already told homie, like, who said that and say, hey, send this now, call it good, don't ever make the fucking product again, and most people say no. It says, we've had to take legal action against the shoe surgeon for counterfeiting mass customization and trademark infringement in order to safeguard our brand and IP and align with Nike's complement to products and customers from counterfeit Nike products. We are left with no choice but to seek legal solution to address how the shoe surgeon is constructing counterfeit Nike footwear from scratch and selling it as an official branded product. Further, the shoe surgeon is teaching others to create counterfeit Nike sneakers. These activities are illegal, deceptive customers, and create confusion in the marketplace around sources, authenticity, and quality of Nike products. I told y'all, I didn't have to read this to know what the problem was. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those, like, no, they're not having it. It says, we value our relationship with the shoe surgeon and do not have any issues with the limited one customers. I told you, Kwame, in the Discord, bro. That's what it is. Like, I said it. Like, cause what you said, it's not illegal to him to customize the shoe and make it his own. That's fine. Do it for you, a couple of the buddies, and call it a fucking day. Family members here and there. But once you start to take it where you trying to not necessarily get on Nike's level, but you climbing into the millies now because of us. Like, you didn't exist. Now we need a cut. Which I'm assuming that's probably what they tried to offer him. Like they said, because they try to sever things privately. They either probably like, hey, quit it while you're ahead. We won't take legal action. Or we need a certain percentage of the sales. What if, and I don't know if this is true or not, but what if Nike's like, okay, cool. And I'm pretty sure Nike ain't asking for 10%. They're going to be like, all right, cool. All right, you going to continue to do the product. We need 80%. We'll let you keep 20%. That's more than fair. Homie's like, no, you know what I'm saying? At that point, y'all got everything, you know? And it's still going to be Nike stuff. Like, I'm assuming when they was trying to cut a deal, he wasn't trying to cut a deal. It says, we value our relationship with Shoe Surgeon and do not have any issues with the limited one-of-one customizations he's been doing for us or his clients when allowed under Nike-sponsored athlete contracts. So, yeah, if you don't have a deal. So, he's had a deal, but it's been like, you can do this shoe and that's it. So, I'm assuming he thought it was cool. In fact, we value opportunities for our athletes, customers, and partners to express themselves through their own style and creativity. So, I'm assuming he's done it for, like, athletes and other people that works for Nike. But the problem comes into play, like, with them being under contract with Nike, they have to get approval. Because I'm almost positive, I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably done one for, like, say, like PJ Tucker, who's a very big known sneakerhead. Again, I don't know. We'll leave it at that. And I'll read the last little part of this article, and then we'll wrap things up here for tonight. Because, yeah, this is pretty much, going in on this joint. It looks like he's done most recently, Shoe Surgeon customized a custom of Travis Scott Jordan 1 boxing boot for Jake Paul. Which I'm assuming that means Nike had to get a percentage. So, yeah, they did this. I didn't know they did this joint. So, if you can see up on the screen real quick, they've done this for, Nate Diaz wears custom shoe surgeon Travis Scott Jordan 1 high. So, yeah. So, I'm assuming he's done business where he thought it was good, you know? Let's see. Also, he says, this isn't the only instances where Claiborne, which is the shoe surgeon, has a legal troubles. As luxury brand Goyard is suing the shoe surgeon. Okay, I said Gucci earlier. It's Goyard. My bad. I was wrong. So, good thing I'm saying allegedly. But yeah, remember Goyard? I covered that where they had sued him, you know? Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Adidas is next, you know? So, let me hit the last little part of this article, then we'll wrap things up here for tonight. It says, in this case, Nike seeks a substantial damages, accusing the shoe surgeon of willingly counterfeiting over 30 Nike trademarks. The company estimates the damages to be over $60 million and is pursuing 3 times the damages plus legal fees, potentially pushing the total to nearly 200. Whoa. So they want 60 million plus the attorney fees. This is gonna get settled. I ain't saying homie ain't got it. I'm not counting nobody's pockets. But think about it. Nike's worth pretty much hundreds of millions of dollars. And this is my thing. If he loses, right? He gonna walk. If he goes to fight it all the way with his legal fees too, keep in mind, because his attorney is gonna represent him, not gonna be free. If he loses, Nike wants 60 million plus their legal fees paid. So that could easily be a total of nearly 200 million. that's a nice little nest egg to fight to lose. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. So I'm assuming they're they we're gonna follow up on this where if homie that's more than Cool Kai. Cool Kai them was like looking at like they had to pay like I think they hit Cool Kai with $1 million, then they wanted $2 million back in damages or something. I think they hit him only with $5 million. That's a lot, but that you know what I'm saying. Nike know what they had a rough estimate of like if he really. This is my thing. If they've been watching him for quite some time, like we've read through the article, they've been watching and keeping count. You know, and now cool. You gonna play hardball? We gonna play hardball. Says the outcome of the lawsuit could have a significant impactations for the sneaker customization and intellectual property rights within sneaker and fashion industry. We'll keep you posted as this case unfolds. But yeah, long story short, dog, all they want is either, hey, only do it when we have a certain official deal now, or if you're going to continue to do it, we want a certain percentage of the sales, which I think that's what Dapper Dan did with Gucci. So, I mean, obviously, whatever they was asking for, homie felt like was unfair. So let's talk upcoming releases and wrap this live up for the night. Pretty much, I think, right? Let's see. Here we go. We got the this is supposed to be coming to UNC Reimagined Jordan 1, rumored to feature pre-age details, but with a twist. And I'm assuming this probably will be 2025, which it says is returning 2025. It's gonna move. Probably not on the level of like the Chicago Reimagines, but I think it'll move. I'm not impressed with it, but I want it. It's like they can't help but hit us with a Jordan 1, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely their banger. Cool. Then we got this Travis Scott Nike Zoom Field Jacks Luce Blue. It's rumored to be in 2025 because I think they did a shock drop yesterday or day before yesterday of this joint, and I personally wasn't feeling it, but I will say this colorway, I do like this UNC and brown colorway, dog. It's clean. It's super clean. And then let's see, rumored supposed to be the Olive Nines is coming back this holiday season, so these are a must cop for me. I don't think they're gonna sell out, but I probably won't wait for them to go on sale. This is another 9 I need. I ain't got but one pair of 9s in the collection, which they are done. I really need to sell. To be honest, I need to sell them. It's 2 pairs of shoes I'm sitting on I should just sell. Because I'm like, just wait for them to come back out. Just get rid of them now. One already crumpled on me, and the 9s are slowly crumbling on me. Although I love the cool gray colorway, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put those up on the radar too. And it's like one of my beater shoes, to keep it 100. But I'll make my decision. I have really been holding off on it. And then we have Donald Trump, you know. Ironically, I wonder if they're really going to put this mold on the shoe. Like, that's going to be his next shoe. Randomly autographed, says each pair numbered. It's only going to be 5,000 pairs. So Trump shoes, and they're going to sell out, you know. And I think if they put it at that same these will be $299 instead of $399. I think the last pair, maybe the last pair was $299 too. Or just $300 straight up. Well, now they got it at $299. So remember, whole buddy, So yeah, it was $400 sneakers. Okay, yeah. So it was originally like $400, but he paid $9,000. Bro, I'm not that dedicated. Hell no. But yeah, that's supposed to be coming. And then we have the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement supposed to be returning in September. So we'll see how that goes for sure. And I guess homie is based out of Vegas. I just seen this, like I started floating up in Vegas. Like, I didn't know Stu Surgeon was based out of Vegas. Interesting. But yeah, we do have the Black Cement 3s returning. And yeah, pretty much let me put myself back on the main screen. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for the night. Very interesting to see how Nike's doing their thing, man. With these lawsuits, they're not playing any games. Point blank, period. But yeah, I've been on this joint for an hour and 9 minutes, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Talk a lot of sneaker talk, and we talk everything else in between. Other than that, let's go and wrap things up tonight. Of course, my name is Jeremy Jones, and y'all know what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, but we'll be back live again on Saturday. Hopefully the homie Dunks is able to join us, so salutes to Dunks getting to the bread. And other than that, smash the like button, sub up, and yeah, man. Thank y'all for checking out Sold Out, man, and more content on the way. And yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. don't feel bad when I'm high. I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember.